Let's give it up for Classical Invocation. Before we move into the rest of our phenomenal performances lined up for tonight, we want to introduce our guest speaker, Trevor Patzer, the co-founder of our philanthropic partner, Little Sisters Fund. We are honored to have you here to talk about the incredible work that LSF does.
Trevor and his co-founder, Ohja Acharya, met in 1998 while he was trekking in Nepal. Now, nearly 25 years later, they've established Little Sisters Fund in hope of providing young girls in Nepal with menstrual aid kits, mentors, and scholarships for trade school and K-12 and higher level education. Please give Trevor Patzer and the Little Sisters Fund a huge warm welcome.
Thank you, Georgetown. Thank you, Rangila. What a remarkable event. When Rangila first got in contact with me 3 months ago, they were like, we do a fundraiser. And I was like, oh, that'll be cute. I had no idea. This is really remarkable and impressive. We are honored to be the philanthropic partner of this year's 30th Rangila. Little Sisters Fund, we pay for the education of financially disadvantaged and at-risk girls in Nepal. So we provide education, we provide safety with the tool of education, and through time you get an educated woman, which is the most powerful predictor of progress in society. Thank you. The challenge facing women worldwide is really difficult. As Bill Gates said about a year ago, he said, we know that there is no country in the world where it's easier to be a female than it is to be a man. And that is, there's no question that that's true. And I was like, yes, finally, Bill Gates is on board with this. I'm not saying that I'm smarter than he is, but I'm glad that he's joining and kind of catching up in this important stuff. People often say, why do you help girls? First, we don't help girls. We provide safety and opportunity so that girls can help themselves. And that's really important because girls, given the opportunity, can achieve remarkable feats. We have 3 scholarship programs, and we have 12 interlocking support programs, and we have a year-on-year continuation rate of over 99.5% versus about 60% when you get to higher grades in Nepal. And 98% of our girls go on to higher education versus about 25% of girls nationally. We have over thank you. We have over 1,400 graduates. They're becoming doctors, lawyers, engineers, oral surgeons, nurses. It's really remarkable. And I could not be prouder of the Little Sisters, both individually and collectively. And finally, one of the things, now that we're in our 26th year, so a little bit younger than Rangila, which is humbling, but we hired our first 2 Little Sisters who are full-time members in our office, and now we have our first little sister who's a board member. And in the future, everyone we hire in our office and all board members will be Little Sisters, so we will eventually become a fully Little Sisters Fund run and operated organization. But again, Georgetown, Rangila, amazing. Thank you so very much, and I can't wait to see the rest of the show. And we have 2 of our little sisters here in the house tonight, and Sapana, one of our older little sisters, has just a minute or 2 to say something.
Thank you. Oh, wow, so many people. Not scary at all. Good evening, everyone. Today, I would like to share a story of a girl who sat down in front of a window of a school and looked the students who were studying inside the school and asked herself a question: how do I get there? How can I be in that position? And the reason she asked this question to herself is she's born into this small family, very poor family, had lost her mother, and the father is a rickshaw driver, and she lives with her 2 sisters. So the opportunity of education is almost like a dream for her, right? Pretty sad story. Almost sounds like a fiction, but it is a real story and a story of mine. I'm that girl, but even though it's just my story, many of the stories for the Girls and Little Sister Foundation are very similar. Even though it's a sad story, there's a little tweak to it. The girl who dreamed of better education actually got it after Little Sister Fund supported her for her education. She got her high school education, and then she got her bachelor's when she got chance to come to United States to study public health and bachelor's degree. So, thank you so much. So it all sounds really great, it is great. So because of that greatness, myself, I have decided to continue that chain reaction. I've decided to continue the gift of education I received from Little Sister Fund, and I want to give it to more than 10. Actually, the goal is 10, but right now I'm sponsoring 4 Little Sisters. By the education given by Little Sister Fund to me, I'm transferring to my other 4, hopefully many more in future. My name is Sapana. Thank you so much for listening to my story. I feel honored.